I'm Emily Previti, audio reporter for the Pennsylvania Capital Star. This spring, I spent several weeks in the state's coal region reporting on the federal government's plans to convert a warehouse in Tremont Township, Schuylkill County, into an immigration and customs enforcement facility as part of its mass deportation initiative. Early on in the reporting, after I heard how people felt and what their concerns were, it was clear we needed to tell a much deeper story. So we are bringing you a series, Iced Out. Detention center plans meet resistance in Pennsylvania's coal region.
You know, what's going to happen? There's a lot of people that are worried because of not knowing. And it's one of those things that you got to kind of let the cards fall where they do, because in my opinion, it's the federal government. I mean, if they're going to need to upgrade the water and the sewer, obviously it's going to get done.
Tremont is one of 11 communities across the country facing this scenario. And we should note that group also includes Upper Bern Township, Berks County, not much more than 20 miles away.
The drive out there, it's a lot of forests, a lot of windy roads. You still, even now, lose cell service, satellite radio service when you're out that way, because you're like in these little hollows between the hills. The forest is really thick and like really close up to the road, so you just feel like you're in this straightaway, looking straight down at this mountain in the background, and that's Tremont.
This is a rural area, and the infrastructure of all kinds cannot support an operation of the proposed magnitude. 7,500 adults detained for 60 days on average, on top of at least 2,000 employees. That's more than double the number of people connected currently to the local sewage system. And there's a water shortage in the area.
To think that that's the issue that's going to stop this, I don't see that taking place. I see the federal government having to do what they're going to have to do if they're going to want to make this work, or it's not going to work. But who holds them accountable?
This plan also was sprung on the community. There was no transparency, which we unpack in the series. Response from public officials has met mixed reviews.
Yep. I left messages, voicemails. I left emails. I sent emails out and no response. I did say I am the daycare center. That is right next to the Big Lots distribution center that you had guided.
And when did you reach out to them?
So I've been calling like nonstop, like 3 times, 4 times a week.
There's also resistance on humanitarian grounds. ICE's detention re-engineering initiative, as it's formally called, coincides with a hunger strike at an existing detention center in western PA, a record number of deaths last year at the facilities that are already operating across the country, including that one. And there's outrage over the Trump administration's tactics, detaining citizens and non-citizens with legal status, arresting people for administrative violations, breaking into homes without warrants, and killing people in the street.
There will be people dying there. We are not allowed to inspect it. No one's allowed in. No one's allowed to see what's going on. And we have a government who has been lying to us with videos rolling with what happened in Minneapolis. What's going to happen behind closed doors? It is a concern.
In Tremont, as in Schuylkill County and the coal region as a whole, there's a long history going back hundreds of years to the start of the mining industry, of outsiders taking advantage of the community.
We've been a neglected community for 30 plus years. We have a biosolid factory on one side. We have a chicken manure factory on another side. We have a chemical waste dump paper sludge factory on the other side. And it couldn't get much worse.
You'll find all episodes right here with Follow PA, our podcast about how public policy affects Pennsylvanians.